I'd ban it, but that'll never happen. I think that's the root of all evil. And I'd actually go for the root of all evil.
The root of all evil. All that could mean is what she's saying. She doesn't want women to be able to vote. She just doesn't like women or men. She just literally the root of all evil. She'll kill everything she can.
The root of all evil.
That's what she said.
Okay, my girl.
Say it.
I don't think women should vote.
Huh?
I don't think women should vote. I don't think women should vote.
Look.
What do you think? You think women should vote or not? I think they should. I mean, they're part of our society. There's only two people in our society, men or women, so I don't see why they shouldn't be able to vote. You know, they still work and, you know, provide resources to the society and do things for us. So, like, why wouldn't they be able to vote? I don't see what that would do. All you would have is just a bunch of, sad to say, a bunch of white dudes voting for the president, and that will pretty much win every time. It would just corrupt our society. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Oh, Jesus, keep on going.
Yeah, that's
no
it.
women, you can't vote. No birth control. Keep it going.
Yeah, no, because it's always freedom without responsibility. And
I
so,
love
like,
it.
the
Women
reason
should not
no,
vote. Pearlie said it herself.
I'll tell you why, though. I'll tell you why. Because it was freedom without responsibility.
I love
and before women, like I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power, you guys get drafted. We don't. Women decide elections. We're 55% of the population. I think if we want to vote, equally draft us. Y'all want equality. And personally, I don't want to get drafted, so I'll be in the kitchen.
I mean, you can't really blame her, though. She'll be in the kitchen. At least she's going to be doing something to help out. She didn't say she'd be hanging out with her friends. You know, she'll be cooking up some food, cooking up some mad dinners, spending her time at home. I don't know. That sounds like a good idea, actually. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. I thought she was crazy. I think she has a point.
Go ahead.
She's talking about equality.
Sure.
That's just what the birth control thing. Hey, yo. But I understand where she's coming from with the drafting thing.
2 hours later.
No, it's not because they don't. It's not because they vote and they don't get drafted that they don't suffer the consequences of not being what. Nah. So yeah, no, I got nothing. I really tried.
Why don't you just say women should get drafted?
I was just gonna say that. Like, why don't they get drafted? What's so special about a woman that she just doesn't get drafted? She's smart. Supposedly they mature faster than us. Sometimes they're stronger, quicker. It's like, why are you not getting drafted? Why are you so special? Why you get to sit at home with the kids and take care of the kids while we go kill ourselves in some foreign country for no reason? It's like, I wonder who made these rules up. It almost sounds like there's some queen woman out there who's made these rules up and not some dude, because I don't see why he want to go out there and kill himself every time. Not that you want your woman to die, you know, you don't want that, but still, you know, it's like, why is she free from abuse and war and trauma and PTSD, but you're not? Just because you are supposedly a male, according to the gender scale? It's like, there's plenty of girls out there who could whoop some dude's ass pretty quick, but they don't have to get drafted because they're girls, even though they're tough as fuck. It's like, kind of weird. Kind of
The
weird.
whole idea of like you shouldn't get voted
Yeah.
till you get drafted.
No.
First off, when's the last time a draft happened? Been what, 30, 40, 50 years? Okay, that's one. Two, you act like when people get elected to be politicians, they don't enact laws that negatively impact strictly women. What, you think a birth
Random thought. I feel like Abba sounds kind of sick right now. His voice is kind of iffy.
control ban wouldn't affect women primarily?
No, it's not just men.
What do you think? An abortion ban doesn't affect women primarily? Right? There are plenty of laws that a crazy batshit politician come in and enact that would primarily only affect women. But you just pulled up drafts, which is like something that rarely, if ever, happens. And then you're just using that to say they should lose their right to vote. And the birth control thing was so crazy to me. It's like, argument for the birth control, I guess, is because of birth control, women can now be more selective, and so it's worse for society. So they want to remove your ability to choose. And here's a problem, okay? This girl's a really popular red pill creator, and people sent me this link because the dude in the interview was acting retarded. And to be fair, in the interview, she was waking a lot more.
That's not a good word to use, just so you know. The R word, you know what I'm talking about. I don't like saying it, but it's not a good. I don't like when he says that. It's not cool.
More sins than that guy was, okay? But I stopped at this part, and I had to cringe so incredibly fucking hard. Because I don't think people realize how crazy red pill folks sound when they say stuff like this and how easy it discredits them. I think people should bring back slavery because, like, what? I think women should lose the right to vote. And I think also they should lose their right to some of the biggest invention that brought us to this current age right now. People want to just get rid of because, what? A lot of these folks enter this red pill space and they'll say like, oh, we're not misogynist, we're not anti-women, we're not anti-women. You should lose your right to vote. And you should lose your ability to have contraceptives. What? You cannot hold on to the moniker that you guys are not misogynist, that you guys are not anti-women, and then take away some of the most basic fundamental rights to people who not only pay taxes, who not only participate in society as full-fledged adults and have to finance things, like, listen, whether you like it or not, women are paying their taxes, women are involved in politics, women are helping to make these decisions, they're in managerial positions. It's not like they're here on the side. That's not the case.
And also 51% of the planet.
Okay? So
that's not what we're doing no more. Like, everyone has an opinion. Everyone has some kind of, I guess you would say, what's the word? I can't think of it right now. You have some kind of offerment, something you offer to the world. You help out in a way. Like, you're not just there for no reason. You do things, you're there for a reason. You help people out, you help businesses out. You work, you make your money. It's like, you deserve to be, voting too. You shouldn't just be sitting here at home cooking up dinners all night. Like, I mean, that's cool, but that's not what you deserve.
So you sit there, you say, we're not misogynists, but people who contribute a lot to society shouldn't have the right to vote is crazy. Because I imagine, if you're really looking at it like, well, they don't contribute as much as a man. There's plenty of groups who don't contribute as much as others. Should they lose their right to participate in democracy?
Yes.
What about poor people?
Only rich people should vote.
Because they pay the most amount of taxes? Is that how it should be? Huh?
That makes sense. Old folks, women, kids. Because if you can, if you're like 12, you can hold a rifle. I mean, you haven't contributed to society yet. You could make that case.
Oh.
You don't vote, you go to war, and the rest fund. Yeah.
You go to war at 12 years old. Come on, preach. That sounds stupid.
I mean, it's not that bad. Think about it. I think it makes sense. There you go.
It's just, this is the kind of stuff that you will see that will come and discredit the red pill folks. And I'm saying this as like, forget me. Let's say a news person pulls up a media hit piece, okay, on red pill folks. They're going to play this clip.
This was Pearl's World. I'd get rid of birth control. I'd ban it. I think that's the root of all evil. I don't think women should vote.
And their audience is going to know that red pill popular people are saying dumb shit like this, and it's going to discredit everything. This is not like a wacky take like, oh, like, I feel like women should earn more than men, or men should earn more than women. It's not that. You should lose your ability to vote. Now, you may not care about voting, but understand it is one of the most fundamental freedoms that we have in the free world, okay? You may not care for it, but it is one of the most important. It's akin to telling people you should lose free speech because you're a woman. That's how crazy it is. And if you don't understand how unhinged this messaging is, I don't think people are really listening to what it means to the average person. It's interesting because I'll say like,
quick thing on a weird note, I actually almost think that women in a weird way are a little bit better than men, just a little bit, because they mature quicker, they're smarter, they got what we want, that poom poom, and they look better. It's like, I almost think they're like a little better than men, but I guess they're just not as strong as us, so they don't have that ability to show us what they got sometimes. But hey, I think we're about even on the scale. I don't think I'm better than a woman. I don't think she's better than me. I think we're about even.
Red pill stands for the truth. Oh, people are misunderstanding the red pill. The red pill's not misogyny. It stands for the truth. Women shouldn't be able to vote. Nigga, you are bugging. You are bugging. Play this clip to 99% of people and they'll be like, you are bugging.
Yes, but peep game. In their way of thinking, that's the truth. That women do a whole bunch of crazy things without any repercussion. They just do shit. It's wild. And if they do shit and it's wild, and they vote and it's wild, to them that's the truth, and that's why they call it the truth.
Yeah, it's still misogyny.
Yes.
You can't say this is the truth, it's not misogyny.
But it's
and then
like-
your truth is misogyny.
But it's
Because
like-
I don't even like
it's
using that word because it's so overused. It makes me cringe.
It's
But
like-
let's be honest.
Yeah.
If somebody comes out and say women shouldn't be able to vote for this reason, you're gonna be painted as misogynist.
Yes, it's exactly like whenever people, their ultra conception of what being a racist is the dude with a little mustache. If you don't,
Sure.
if you're not that, then you're not that, even though you do certain things. So people, for them to be a misogynist, you have to delete people. Or having the intention of deleting people. Or not wanting to have the intentions in that. And because they're not that extreme, they don't want to be painted as that.
Sure.
I think that's why this is happening. And they say, I'm not that. I mean, I love women.
You are. You
I
gotta
love women.
You gotta wear that hat. You gotta wear that hat. That's what you.
Hey, I do love women. I love my women more than I love any dude out there. So, hey, it makes no sense that someone who's that smart and hardworking shouldn't have the ability to vote and participate in society. It's like what? It we'll leave it there.
You guys are, and
Yeah.
not all of you, but the
But a
folks
lot
who
of
endorsing this kind of rhetoric, yeah, that's what you are. And people ask me, yeah, but you say a lot of stuff. Listen, there's stuff that these red pillars say that is absolutely true. You know, when they're talking about hypergamy and the idea that, like, you know, there's some discriminatory practices that women engage in that are absolutely hypocritical, and then they demand to be coddled all the time about their preferences or whatever. It's like, yeah, no. There are some bullshit. And we pointed out, but I would never want to associate with the label because of cringe shit like this, right? Oh, red pill's the truth. Yes, and feminism stands for equality, but 99% of you niggas don't want to be called yourselves feminists, okay? For a reason. Because you understand that even though at its root it may be that, you understand the way it manifests in the world and the way that it's marketed isn't that. Same thing with red pill. It's like, I could buy into a lot of the true things that they say. But guess what? You guys are so fucking cringe online and say so much radical dumb shit that I'm like, I would never want to associate with that kind of branding. Ever. Listen to that. And if you don't understand how crazy that sounds, again, play that clip for most people in the world and they'll be like, this bitch is crazy. And it's unfortunate because you could have a bunch of great takes, right? Like her in this podcast. She did a great job for the most part, countering what Hafiz was saying, because Hafiz was lost. But if you do all of this and then in the middle of your spiel, you're like, let's bring back slavery. Sorry, you're going to lose a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to lose a lot of people. So you guys got to understand the way some of this stuff is perceived online. I know folks want me to react to the debate, but I thought this was a flashpoint for me because outside of this,
You know, I was about to say that earlier when I said never mind, but I was gonna say the same thing. Like, it's kind of like slavery. Like, we've shown that we have what it takes to provide society with a benefit and do things and complete things and better it and better ourselves. And it's like women have done the same exact thing. So it's like, why should they not get the same rights that anyone else gets? It doesn't make any sense, but I guess some people just hate on women because I guess they can't get one, so they just be hating on them. But if you can get a woman, you won't need to hate on one. You'll love her. You'll treat her like she's a queen.
red pill space, the only thing that a regular person's going to care about when they watch this interview is the portion where she's saying that's her solution to a lot of problems. Women need to go to wife school. They need to lose birth control, lose their right to vote.
If that's being so, why are you on that podcast?
Who's me?
That girl. She shouldn't be talking right now. She's a woman. Shut the fuck up, lady. You're a woman, right? Start with you. Shit, don't vote. Go to the kitchen. Shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear you.
That shit was crazy, bro.
'Cause whenever you say stuff like that, well, there's repercussion and there's, consequences.
You know what it is? She's the kind of woman who actually has gotten some success in the world right now. So she kind of just like acts like, I don't need a man. So I don't need to vote. I don't need to do anything. I'll just cook up some food at night. That's kind of how she feels. But I guarantee you, if she was broke right now, she would not be saying the same stuff. She would be demanding a man who could support her and treat her right and do things for her that she can't do for herself. But only because she got a podcast, some money, a little career, she's trying to like throw all other women down the hole and say you don't need anything. But it's like we all need something. You need a man, you need a woman. Like you don't want to be single forever. So it's like, come on, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
If you don't decide to, take account. No.
I think viewers are smart. Viewers understand to take what they can and then leave away what they don't like.
You think?
And so, yeah, I think viewers should keep.
Okay.
I think a lot of people probably would see this clip, even folks who call themselves a red pill or whatever it is, and they would look at this and be like, nah, I'm not rocking with that. And I think that's good. So I think the viewers, got to give them some credit. Most of them can find and figure this shit out. But yeah, that shit makes y'all look bad. That shit makes y'all look bad. So just careful who you champion out here because they can easily come to discredit your movement. Let us know what you guys think. Maybe you guys agree or disagree. We want to hear from you.